Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing today or tonight, depending on when you are watching this? We're going to be doing the Legionnaire, or as I like to call him, the Lego guide. I got to level 12 on him, probably the best level to, do a guide video on for me personally. You're able to get a lot of different abilities that you need. But before I go into the abilities, we're going to go into the inventory and then the potions tab. So inventory, I'm going to throw on the longsword of the dragon and the shield of the dragon. Okay, I do have one. Another good shield you could use if you have it is Istino. Stinking Cheater is okay just because it's a higher armor rating. Shield of the Emperor is very underrated. Like, a lot. Like, I run this. As you can see, it's on my Templar currently. But top tier shield right here. Mage Hunter is also a good one, Basically, whatever one you have that's the highest armor rating is better for you. And then for the one-handed, Bitter Axe is a good one. This is what the base one comes with. Longsword of the Dragon, I'm just running because it's something that I feel like everybody should be able to get relatively soon as a dragon weapon. What did I end up putting on my dragon weapon real quick? No, I ended up putting on Crit Chance, which was a while ago. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that on there just for me. There we go. Alright, now into the potions. I would highly, highly recommend a Mighty Offensive Tonic. It applies a plus 58 damage bonus for 20 seconds, and 50% extra damage bonus against guard, and 50% damage bonus against barrier. I mainly save this for when I'm fighting the boss or the dragon. And then I would also recommend the Rock Armor Tonic, which is amazing on the Legionnaire because he already has a crap ton of armor. And then either Jar of Bees for the fourth one, Healing Mist, or Tears of the Dead. Those are the ones I would recommend. I stay away from this one, Anti-Human Fire, because even at my level, 92 fire damage or burning damage is not the greatest. I know it does more than 92, it just seems like it's very low. You can even throw on a regeneration potion. But alright, let's get into the build. You're gonna want to stay on the left hand side of the tree for right now. We're gonna go and get resilience, biggest threat, turn the blade. We're gonna get walking fortress, and we're gonna equip that right away. We're gonna get the upgrade. I'll go over and explain everything in a second. We're gonna go ahead and get Warcry, equip that right away. We're going to upgrade it as well, which leaves us with, what, 4 points left. We're going to go over to the right-hand side. We're going to get Ill Cost You, Deep Reserves, and Bear Mauls the Wolves, which will leave us with 1 extra point, which will come back over to the left-hand side. And you can have 2 options here. You can either go to the left and get more armor, or to the right and get 50% damage reduction from the front. I personally like getting the armor because it does all the damage versus just the front. But play around with it if you feel like, okay, I'm taking a lot of, ranged attacks. Archers are pincushioning me to death. Run this. Alright, so shield wall. I'm pretty sure everyone's used it by now. But you basically hold your shield out. They attack you. They bounce off it. You get guard. It doesn't say how much guard, unfortunately, which is interesting. I thought it would tell us, but that is interesting. Resilience, stun chance of 5%, that hit me. The biggest threat, you're, more of a target. Kind of self-explanatory on that one. Any blow that you can see, you can turn aside. All damage from the front is reduced by 20%. So you add the 20% here with this, that would make your range do 70% less damage to you. So if we go over to the Warcry, you taunt all nearby enemies with a shouted challenge, gaining extra guard for each enemy affected. The duration of 4 seconds, 20% guard per enemy, cooldown time of 16 seconds. Now the upgrade is where it's gonna, be fun. The upgrade, you get a 200% armor bonus for 10 seconds. That alone will keep you alive in most. Like, so say you're 30, 30, 30, 30 willpower, constitution, cunning. If you come into perilous, you probably won't die. I can't guarantee you won't because armor is just for melee and range, basically any physical damage. Elemental, you'll still take full damage of. So just keep that in mind. Now, Walking Fortress. This is where that Istinol shield, if you had it, would come in handy. I'll explain all that later in my weapons guide. I'll be doing a new one soon as well. You may not be able to hold them off forever, but right now nothing can touch you. You have complete immunity to damage for a short time. For 10 seconds, you will not be able to die. The upgrade. For every attack strikes you, sorry, I cannot read today. For every attack that strikes you while Walking Fortress is active, you gain 10% guard. You see where we're going with this? And now if we go over to the right tree, any foe that attacks you immediately is going to bleed for it, taking a portion of the damage they inflict. 50%. Pretty okay. I haven't really seen it that much personally. Deep reserves, you can see it on the, low stamina threshold. By 50%, you increase stamina regeneration. And then Bear Mauls the Wolves, this is where it's going to be a lifesaver for a lot of people. Using techniques perfected by Orlesian Chevaliers, I can never pronounce that. You cannot be flanked by enemies, and you're less likely to be staggered when hit from the front. Alright. Oh, one more thing. It doesn't say it on here, but the Payback Strike, you recover from... Oh, it does say it. I just didn't read it. You recover from any disabled condition and lash out with a great blow against nearby enemies. If you recently taken damage, you hit that much harder and stagger your foes. 200% weapon damage. Damage threshold of 5 seconds. So if you take damage within 5 seconds, you do 200% more damage. So basically, you'll be hitting it for 400% weapon damage after you've taken damage. The upgrade is okay. Since you have Warcry, you do more damage with taunting, so it'd be an extra 200. So say you take damage and you taunt them, you'd basically be doing 600% weapon damage with this. So basically, Payback Strike here is combat roll for the Legionnaire, which I believe he still has combat roll. I thought I saw somebody running combat roll on the Legionnaire right here. Yep. But it does damage. Alright, so one more thing I forgot to do is put on the Amulet of Renewal so I don't have to PI Amulet. And I'm going to trust in my build, and I'm not going to run any heal on kill. That's just my preference. I would recommend running heal on kill because just you never know when you're going to need it. But alright, I've talked long enough. Let's get into showing you this build. Any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to either drop them in the comment section on my YouTube channel or in this video, or I will have my Discord channel linked in the description as well. I'll most likely have a better chance of getting a reply out of me from the Discord than YouTube. I don't get notifications from YouTube when someone comments on my video for some reason, but I do on Discord. So, alright. Oh, I forgot to go over my armor that I'm wearing. I'm wearing the Drake skill. best armor in the game. Highest armor rating, especially if you're running Warcry, you're going to want to use it. What did we get? We got, ooh, Red Templars again. So we got Red Templars on my Silent Sister. And we also got Red Templars here. Lovely. Jump over here, jump over here. See how they're all around me. Warcry them. Payback strike that guy to knock him down. You're not going to kill him like I am, unfortunately. I didn't realize how much damage I can do with the longsword of the dragon. I should have dropped my sword down to something lower. My apologies. But you can block there. Attack. This block right here, believe it or not, gives the most XP in the game. So like right there I got, you can see 33 damage XP. Oh, I guess you can't block that. And then 86 support XP. So now I'm going to kill somebody without blocking and we'll see how much XP we get total. Don't mind me, I still pick up gold. We're going to get knocked over by the shielder here in a second. Yep, and just payback strike to get back up. See that one, block him. Forgot to block that one. Block, block. Payback strike both of them. There you go. And now, I'm not sure if you guys noticed as well. When I got knocked down, my Walking Fortress lit up as well. Where's the nog? There it is. Which also means you can use Walking Fortress and Payback Strike to get back up. Oop, I missed that. There we go. They're surrounding you. Just Payback Strike. And any of you that watched my Silent Sister guide would know to prioritize the knights and then horrors. So right there, that 90 damage was what we did without blocking versus the 30 and 80, I believe. So you're getting a couple. It's not like I'm Perilous, it's not really worth it to block. I mean, it is because you get extra XP, but like the time it takes for me to block versus to me to kill them, you know, that's up to you guys. I just like doing this for like when there's range and you have like, say you're in a party of like, say, a Legionnaire, Silent Sister, let's say what else, Archer and a Mage, right? The Archer and the Mage are basically going to be doing most of the damage while you're just sitting here looking pretty. So you'll be back here, you know, just blocking their stuff, you know, getting XP. And then when your stamina's drained, then you would just, you know, just stop attacking. So Warcry. And it could just be because of my armor on here that they're like really not hurting me. So block. Payback strike, block. So the payback, or not payback strike, the block, I call it block, it's technically shield wall. The block is amazing to dealing with the shield guys, as you can see. So right here, I usually just drop back down to this bottom of the staircase. Let the, usually the horrors or the range people come up to the top of the stairs. It's just a habit for me. Block, block. So your job as a Legionnaire with this particular build, because there's also a damage build I have, but with this build, your particular job is just to survive. Your job is not to really do damage. I mean, if you're able to, great, but you're just here to, you know, make sure your team makes it through. Because I don't know how many times when I was coming up and I was playing my Legionnaire, I was the last one alive all the time on the 5th zone. Alright. wish you could just skip through these instead of running all the way up. You can just, you know, go straight to this zone. Alright, so we have a Red Templar Shadow this time. Looks like it's a Warrior door from here. Nope, Rogue door. So right here you can block these guys. If you have a group with you, block them. Let the range take care of the range. If not, if it's just you playing solo, you'll come down here. You can Warcry him to get the extra, you know, armor and the guard. There we go. And if you're ever faded, right, and saying you're playing with a Legionnaire and they have Warcry, it's like right now I can activate Warcry, and it doesn't use my ability, but it does give me the extra armor. The only way to see that is by having a faded person tell you. Like, we found that out on accident. My buddy and I, we were playing a year or so ago, and we used it, and they saw our, you know, our armor go up and no enemy around us. So just keep that in mind. If you're like turning the corner, like say you're going in to look at that guy right there, you can pop Warcry here, come over here, and now you'll be getting hit for ones while you're going up to him. You see what I did there? It may not be ones, it might be like 5s or 6s, probably. It all depends on the difficulty you're playing, your personal stats. So again, we're going to come over here, we're going to aggro these guys, and come on in here. I see you, assassin. And Warcry to keep your armor up. And now you've noticed I haven't really touched my Walking Fortress. My Walking Fortress for me, when I played this guide, or not guide, this build, was like, I'm down to like 2 bars of guard, and my Warcry is not up. So my Walking Fortress is, if you will, like an oh shit moment, like last resort. Like, there's one way I could show you guys. Let me see if I can't get them to, they're probably not gonna take my guard off, are they? Doesn't look like it, alright. They're slowly chipping away at it, so you know what? I'm gonna show you guys how fast Walking Fortress gives you, guard. Alright. It's 10% per enemy, but if I'm not mistaken, like the horror there. So let's see. Okay, so let me kill these guys real quick to get these guys out of the way. I want the horror to attack me. Alright, here we go. Like, that's a decent amount right there, see? And it lasts, I think, 10 seconds. So that's why I saved my Walking Fortress as a last resort. Another good thing with the Legionnaire, oh, did I really pass up a pot? Is, in general, this will be on my beginner's guide and guide to playing Dragon Age. Stay with your group. Don't be out here, like say the group's up there fighting in the, you know, church, as everyone calls it, and you're down here with all these guys, just chipping like 100 at a time, 200 at a time. Don't be that guy. Just come up to the group and make it a team effort. Because the faster you can get done, the more XP you'll get because you can do more games. So like right here, that archer can see me. If I back up a little bit, that archer by the stairs will be forced to come to me. See that? There we go. And now if I really want to do it, I can back up right here. And now they'll really be forced to come to me. Hi guys. Just little things like that help. I could go out there and just annihilate everybody, but I want to show you guys how to use everything to your advantage. Like, I don't know why those archers aren't coming this time. They should. Here they come. Nope, never mind. Okay. If that happens, you'll just have to have your range take care of it, or you just come out here and just wail on them if you're by yourself. I highly recommend not playing the Legionnaire solo, because he is just a, you know, survivable tank to chip away at damage, you know. At least this build is. The other build I have, which I recommend once you get to the point where you don't need all this guard to survive, is you can be able to play solo. And it's going a lot slower than my Silent Sister did. Then again, my Silent Sister, I had exploding weapons on her. Oh, there we go. Once we're done with this game, I'll explain why that Istinol shield is so powerful with this build. Double warrior door, let's go. Okay, that happens. If that ever happens to you, don't freak out. It's just a random bug. Ooh, excuse me. So if you ever are in a... Sorry, I had to mute myself, I had to cough. If you ever, so like say you were with a Legionnaire, right? Like you are the Legionnaire playing like Nightmare or Heartbreaker with somebody that can carry you. When you open your door, go in and grab the gold right away. If it's a free chest, like how there was enemies in here. If it's a Guardian, ask the person, you know, before you start the game, hey, do you want me to grab the chest? Do you not want me to grab the chest? You know, some people don't mind you grabbing the chest right away. Some people do. It's all based on your group playstyle. Like me, I'd rather everyone grab them as we go so we don't have to go back and get them at the end of the round. I see you, assassin. I apologize if this is taking forever. I will put timestamps down below, so if you just want to skip to different zones and watch me do it, or want to watch me go all the way through, whichever you guys feel like. I don't like how slow this feels, but I wanted to want you guys to see me going from zone 1 to zone 5, you know. Oh wow, my guard's actually going to be dropping here soon. Surprise. So a good spot to usually sit for me, I sit usually on the bridge, but that's because I can tank the damage of the dragon fire that just shot right there. If you can't take the dragon shot, I usually sit back here then. Kind of where these guys are. All depend on the character you're playing and the group. Like if your group wants to sit down at the ladder, like I showed in the Silent Sister video, link will be in the description for that one. Then sit down there. I recommend sitting down there for new players. It, you know, allows the, you know, them to come to you. Holy archer. So yeah, right here I'd recommend using your guard, block, whatever you want to call it. Getting, you know, them all blocked, and then letting your range take care of it, or if you're solo, just come up here and just, you know, take care of it yourself. Yeah, so for those archers, I got 139 XP per kill. versus just 100 XP or 105 XP per kill by me just killing him without blocking. Like, if you're in a group, it is very beneficial to throw a block in every now and then. But if you're solo, it's very, like, tedious and slowing me down like this. But... well, hi, guys. Yeah, as you're walking up to like an archer like that, if you see that they're about to fire, definitely block. That way, there's no reason for you to take damage unless you absolutely need to. Yeah. So don't do whatever you do. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm just coming out here trying to make this faster for you guys. We're already going on to 26 minutes into the video. I try to keep them under like 40 minutes because, you know, 5-6 minutes to explain the build, all that, and then the round itself. Like me, I can, like, with all my good gear, I can do a Perilous in like 16 minutes. But with me dropping my gear to show you guys, it's, you know, how to do it. And even with my lower gear, I'm still just freaking flying through these guys. So with the captain, it's literally 50-50 on if you're gonna keep him alive or not. There's no guarantee that you're gonna keep him alive. Only way to keep him alive, guarantee, is if he's stuck on, like, say we were in a group of 4 and he was stuck on me, like following wherever I go. If I just sat back at where we were just at and just protected him back there versus coming out here. But see, there he goes as I talk about it. My good friend would say, Davis, don't open your mouth. Every time I open my mouth, I get the captain killed. Yeah, we play Nightmare, and every time I say, oh, the captain's surviving decently well, instantly, literally with like milliseconds after I say that, the captain dies. If you're watching this, you know who you are. Also, see how I got knocked down there while using my payback strike? It didn't allow me to get back up again. So that's another reason why I had to have the Walking Fortress as well. That way you have 2 abilities to, you know, you get knocked down, you can get back up. And Warcry these guys. Come back here. Now, if those archers aren't, like, coming in more, you can come back over here and sit right here if you're playing solo. If they, you know, the pathing is correct, they should come out to you. See that? These assassins. Oh my lord. Here we go. Alright, we got a behemoth coming. Very slowly. Not sure if you guys noticed, if you guys play, like, I'm not sure, like, the average viewer's strength in, you know, on my channel. But if you guys are playing a lot of routine and threatening, they attack a lot slower. Oh, you can sorry, you can also block the knockdown. I just did it twice. But if you're playing a lot of routine and threatening, and then you come up to Perilous, or you watching Perilous content, you'll notice a lot of attack speed differences. So in each category, or each difficulty, they increase the attack speed as well. So like routine, these archers will be attacking a lot slower than if you were playing in like Nightmare or Heartbreaker. Just for the free XP, why not? Block them. Just realized I haven't Warcry in a while. Trust me, when you're playing this and you're not able to really survive very well, if you don't Warcry, you will know. You'll go from like, you know, full guard down to like nothing, and then your armor, your health will start chipping away. So if you're able to constantly keep popping that Warcry, like right now, it's like, okay, so that guy hit me for what, 18 was it? 16? See how I just, oh, okay, never mind, I have to wait till after these guys go away. I wanted to just show you guys what the Warcry does without actually using it. So I have to wait until they start hitting me for... Okay, so they're hitting me for 20s now. Once I kill this guy... Okay, so they're hitting me for 18s and 20s, right? I pop Warcry. It doesn't use the ability, but it still gave me the 200% armor. See that? And you could do it constantly. So another 200, another 200. It does cap. What the cap is, I have no clue. I just do know that it does cap. So just keep that in mind. Damn, he went flying. I should have blocked all those archers before I killed them. Oh well. Alright, that should be it.
Look at that.
Ooh, wrong button. Did anybody... Okay, no one sent me a message yet. So, since I don't have anything to break this, Dragon's gonna do it for me. Oh, he missed. Usually I'll stand there for a little bit. If the dragon hits me, it does. If it doesn't, I just walk away. But eventually, I'll get it to break just by standing there. Here it comes again. If you watch my Silent Sister guide, you would know why to break that. However, I will tell you now. It's just better funneling. So here, we're going to lock onto the Red Temple Commander, activate my Mighty Offensive, just for extra damage. Alright, so now he's doing that. Oh, fuck, wrong button. Pop your Walking Fortress. My apologies. I still had left trigger held. And you'll see on the right-hand side that Walking Fortress is about to be done, so you walk away. There you go. Like I said, I just sit here and eventually this will break. There it is. Then I'm gonna do it again. I use them because I have so many of them, the Mighty Offensives, but you don't have to. Oops, see that knight being powered up over here? Kill him. I don't want the commander doing extra damage to me. There we go, we can come back around here. I would recommend playing a Frost Dragon if you guys play Dragon map, because that way it doesn't do extra damage to you, but... Oh, got knocked down. Just chip away. Like, if you play this solo, you're honestly, it's gonna take you a while to kill the commander. So what I would recommend doing, if you're able to survive the commander, just leave him for last, and then just let him kill you. Because otherwise, you will just lose out on a completion and lose out on the bonus gold at the end. But it takes forever. Like, it would take you forever to kill him. Let's see, come down here. Will they follow? Hold up shield. Looks like they are not following. So on this case, block so they don't do damage to you. Block again. Red Templars are very, very finicky when it comes to funneling. So you may just have to come out here and either try taunting them with the war cry, or just kill one of them. Like, I'm not gonna be able to taunt the whole group here, so I'll just taunt this one. And I'll kill these two, at least this one. And then you can also jump off the edge right here. It does take some of your guard or health. Looks like those horrors are still not... Oh, that's because there's a knight back there. I'm gonna war cry for the guard. There's also another knight way in the back on the left hand side of the screen. You might not be able to see it, but we're gonna have to go kill that guy because these guys will not funnel with that knight being here. Okay, knight's dead. Now onto this knight. War cry. Kill the knight. There we go. Alright, now we should be good to funnel. Hopefully, we will see how these guys want to, you know, if they'll work for us or not. If they don't work for us, I'll just go out there and kill them, even though I don't recommend doing that. But I'm trying to make this video, you know, be as quick as possible. Alright, and as always, pop your walking fortress and hold out bees just to look cool. Alright, so we got another couple minutes real quick, and I will show you that one shield. If you're able to pick it up, if you see it, perfect. Because it will make it a lot better to survive. I should have put it on to show you guys, but alright, again we got to 15, which is the same as excuse me, same as the Silent Sister. Okay, so we have 3 extra points. We'll definitely get Turn the Bolt. We will also come down here and get more armor percentage to make us even more tanky. And now here's your choice. You can either upgrade Payback Strike if you want a little bit more damage, if you feel pretty confident that you're not gonna die, or you can either come over here and get maximum guard increase, or what I'm gonna do for me, because I have the critical chance, is I'm gonna get Flow of Battle. I would recommend, you know, just if you feel like that went really well, you didn't even drop your guard, you know, survived, I'd recommend upgrading Payback Strike then. Alright, let's take a look at that shield real quick. So it gives you 37 armor rating on the front, with 30% front defense, 5% magic defense, increase of 59 maximum health, with a 5% melee defense, and now the fun part, which is awesome for the Legionnaire, 10% chance to grant 5 seconds of Walking Fortress. So if you have that, or this shield, with Walking Fortress upgraded, when it procs on your shield, it will give you the guard as well. So it just turns your Legionnaire into even more of a tank. So I just want to thank you guys all for watching. And like I said, any comments, questions, or concerns, you have either the comment section in my YouTube channel here, or preferably my Discord server, which will be a lot easier for you guys to get a feedback from. So, thanks again. You guys have a wonderful day.